This flight is a short currency flight and I do this route regularly down to the bridges. There's going to be a 6-month trial of a rotary engined 200 kilograms police drone for an area spanning the Severn Estuary close to Bristol, and also through this route I regularly take. The trial will operate beyond visual line of sight, meaning the operator will be completely remote. Here's a 1 to 250 VFR chart image from 2022 with the proposed TRA and TMZ outlined in red. Avonmouth helipad is circled in yellow. We start the video with me at Alpha 2 ready for departure. I started learning to fly in 2013 and it took me 7.5 years to get my PPR licence due to a debilitating fear of flying. I created this channel to show some of my training and what's next for my flying hobby and to prove that it is possible to overcome a phobia. Welcome to the Phobic Flyer YouTube channel.
Right, crew Whiskey is holding at Alpha 2 ready for departure.
Got by Crew Whiskey, give way to that twin star just crossing the runway ahead. That Alpha 2 line up and wait runway 27.
Giving way to the twin star line up and wait 27 Golf X-Ray Whiskey.
So I'm currently at Alpha 2 and I've been cleared to line up and wait on runway 27. Now I didn't want to follow the twin star and go to runway 22 because there was, I think it was a Navajo or another twin aircraft sat at 22 as well. So with two twins sat there, one doing its power checks along with the DA-42 that was just crossed in front and was going to be doing the same things as well. So the aircraft in front of me did say could it use 27, and despite there being a crosswind I asked the same thing, and the crosswind was moderate but I could feel it, and the nose wheel started to sort of shimmy as I was ready to rotate. But anyway, I think we're going to get clearance to take off now.
X-Ray Whiskey traffic, you're 12 o'clock, just establishing on right hand downwind for 22's chair, question 7, Cessna 152, apologies, and left and out after nose abatement runway 27, cleared for takeoff, wind 19 degrees, 1 pair.
Looking for the traffic, clear for takeoff 27 right hand and left hand turn after noise abatement, takeoff X-Ray Whiskey.
Go.
So now putting in full power. Just giving a quick look to make sure that those aircraft weren't taking off on 22, because that could have been quite, well, very bad at the intersection where 27 crosses 22, or the other way around. And doesn't look too bad now. There we go. Ailerons into wind, and we've now taken off, and the runway is disappearing. Goodbye, runway. See you in a bit. Oh, there will be 22, not 27. So just going to be doing the noise abatement now over the golf course, sort of a 10-degree turn. I love that shot. Isn't that lovely, eh? Lovely jubbly. There's the golf course now. Back to me. 75 knots. Stable. All good.
X-Ray Whiskey, traffic just lining up to depart is Seneca off runway 22, will make a right turn to the northwest.
Roger, okay, and I'll keep an eye out for that traffic. Thanks very much, Golf X-Ray Whiskey.
Out of interest, are you flying with Dan today?
I was flying with Dan, but he got called back to the college for an emergency test or something, so he had to leave.
Interesting.
Certainly was. Certainly unpredictable when Dan's about.
That's true. Basic service for yourself.
Thanks very much. Basic service, Golf X-Ray Whiskey.
And now we jump to the Seven Bridges. As if by magic. What TV programme was that from? Leave your answer in the comments below if you remember. I love that shot. I do this so much and people say, why don't you do something else? But to be honest, I really enjoy it. It's just a lazy sort of 40 minutes down to the bridges, across the water, back up, land, job done. One landing, one flight, keep me current. You've got a couple of danger zones on the other side as well. You've got the two nuclear power stations, or the what were nuclear power stations, and you've also got the 4,000 feet surface to 4,000 feet bird sanctuary. So I always try and avoid that if I can. But then you've also got as well on the right hand side the Nymphsfield Gliding Club. So you've got to be you've got to keep your wits about you. Of course, Bristol Airport is only, I don't know, about 8 nautical miles, if that, is it? to the sort of south east, maybe. But yeah, I just love it. I just love looking at that shot. Oh, the other camera's working now as well. Just turning across now. Is it the Y bridge first and then the Severn bridge? Can't really see. We'll see in a sec. Lovely day. Yeah. Y bridge and then the Severn bridge there. I've got X-Plane 12 with all of the Orbex real life photography scenery for the UK. And I've also got the VR headset to go with that as well, and with all of the controls. So I use a yoke and I've got rudder pedals, so you can, if I'm going to go anywhere, I fly it on the sim first just to get a rough appreciation. Did it on my QXE when I went from Gloucester to Cardiff, Cardiff to Ha'penny Green, and Ha'penny Green back to Gloucester. Really, really useful, and it doesn't cost anything. It's a lot cheaper than 200 quid an hour anyway. There's a nice shot of the M48, I think it is there. I still can't believe I can fly a plane, and also how close everything is when you're in the air. I mean, we're only at 2,000 feet. We were actually higher than that. That's the standard pressure setting, I think, isn't it? That the Sky Demon uses. Not Sky Demon, Sky Echo, sorry. So I think we were... well, oh, no, actually I was at 2,000 feet. No, that's fine. There's the bends in the river. So we're now at just going over junction 12 of the M5, and I'm going south for some reason. I think what I've done is I did a practice force landing in my field. I've got a field that I rent next to my house, and I lined up on it, came down to about 700 feet. Didn't really want to go any lower because I expect everybody in Quedgeley and Hard it would have been ringing the police saying the plane's crashed, plane's landed. So I just dropped it down to 700, lined up, did my practice, and then turning back round now. So there's the incinerator just underneath that you could see at junction 12, and then we're going back north now to Gloucester to rejoin. I love the PA-28. I love the PA-28-151 that X-Ray Whiskey is. Really lovely aircraft. Nice. I mean, she's slow, and I like that because you just get more time to do things. She's just nice. She's graceful. She's got a great avionics set in her. GTN 650, 2 G5s. She's like the old XR3i of the aircraft. That's what I think, anyway. Sierra Juliet's a nice aircraft as well, and if I've got 4 people, I would always take Sierra Juliet, because she's a 180 and got that bit of extra oomph. But yeah, X-Ray Whiskey's a really nice aircraft. The only thing about flying on your own, there isn't really much to talk about, or nobody to talk to. Well, there isn't anything to talk about, is there, unless I talk to myself. And air traffic control was very, very busy. It took me a while to be able to get a call in. But what we're going to do now is jump to, I think it's the overhead, where I've just entered.
X-Ray Whiskey's overhead, just descended this line.
Golf X-Ray Whiskey, reports downwind, fixing check is active with a Cessna on right base, and traffic just airborne runway 22, turning to the north is an RVA.
And Wilco, and just visual with that traffic, Golf X-Ray Whiskey.
Where is it then? I can't see it. I could see it. And there's the classic Clarkia station tube clear, which I do quite a lot actually. There's runway 27, the end of it. You can see 22 where Summit's just coming into land on 22 there. And there's junction on the left is junction 11 of the M5 and the A40 as well. Put a bit of power in to stop me sinking too much, because my rate of descent, what's that, 1,000 feet a minute? No. Oh, I should know by just looking at where it is. There we go. That aircraft just landed on 22. So we're going to be approaching the threshold of 04, meaning we're going to be crosswind. 04 being the other end of 22. Keep looking out. Keep a good look out. There we go. Just over.
Golf X-ray, this is crosswind now.
Yeah, request taxi pumps.
So there we are, crosswind. There's the taxiway. Taxiway Charlie, I think. Keeping a good lookout. Bit choppy, bit bumpy, but doesn't faze me at all now. Station tube clear. I wonder how many times I do it. It'd be interesting if someone counted it up and then put it in the comments. There's the golf course. And engine barracks. Ooh, that was a bit of a steep turn there. A little bit bumpy. Now I don't like 22 because I don't fly it very often. So I need to fly it more.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, late downwind.
Golf X-ray, report final number 1.
Wilco number 1, Golf X-ray Whiskey.
No, it's fine.
Carby on. Starting to power back. As soon as the ASI's in the white arc, look, there's a bit of flood in there, look. I'm going to put 2 stages of flap on, which will start to slow the aircraft down to 75 knots. There's junction 10, is it? Of the M5. Starting to slow it down. Now on the screen you can see my ground speed, which is not my airspeed. So you can see I must have a sort of 24 knot tailwind there if I'm doing 75 knots, which I am on the ASI. So I'm just about to roll out onto final, making that base to final turn, and then I'll give it a shout.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, final to land.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, runway 22, clear to land, wind 2001, sir.
Clear to land, Golf X-ray Whiskey. Right, let's get this under control.
What I mean by that is that I'm a little fast. I'm a little high, I think, as well. So just bring it back a bit. What's my airspeed? So my airspeed's alright, actually. Ground speed's good. It's looking alright, 300 feet. There's the runway, straight in front. We're going to fly over the top of Busy Bees, where we stream from on a Saturday or a Sunday. There's the M5. Another quick clear of the station tubes with my fingers. Blow. Here's the business park. So you normally get a bit of bounce across here. Maybe a bit of sink, a bit of turbulence, but nothing to worry about. And there's the runway 22 in front.
Golf Charlie, Charlie, I'm not visual with Cherokee.
Golf Charlie, Charlie, just crossing the end of our boundary, turn base when ready.
Roger, Golf Charlie, Charlie.
There you go, he's talking about me. Me. There's 22. Now, this is not a good landing. I didn't put the ailerons into wind enough, and I started drifting. Look, I started to drift, and I flared. I should have kept it off and held it. Oh, no! Centre line.
That was appalling.
No, it wasn't that bad. Crikey, I'd have been happy with that when I was learning to fly.
Golf X-ray Whiskey, vacate left at the end, taxi pump for parking.
Taxi to pump, please, Golf X-ray Whiskey.
So there you go. Leave the dodgy landing on the runway. It wasn't that bad, to be fair. I mustn't obsess over it. And to be honest, the landing I did after that, the night one, which I've got a separate video for, that was okay. So yeah, just one of them things. It was fine. It's all safe. Everyone's happy, except for me at the time. I was going on about it for weeks and weeks. No, I wasn't. It's fine. Get over it, Clarky. Come on. So we're just exiting there, the runway, and I'm now going to do my after landing checks. So that's where we leave me on the taxiway back to the pumps. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you've got any comments, then please fire them in the comment section. I always appreciate any comments, whether they're good, bad, or whatever you think. Just put them in there. And I'll see you from the west side of Apron Alpha on my next flight. Goodbye.